People often ask what they should do when they're ill and they go running or training. You can hear I've got a little bit of an upper respiratory tract infection, which you often get this time of year. But I don't feel ill, I've just got a bit of a sore throat, a bit of a mucousy larynx and that sort of thing. So what do? Well, I just keep running.
First of all, this is not medical advice, this is just me, what I do. I'm not medically qualified, I've got a PhD, I know a little bit about anatomy, that's about it. I'm pretty dumb to most of the medicine. But if I'm ill, if I haven't got a temperature, if I'm not feeling so awful that I can't get myself out of bed, first rule of training still applies, and that is turn up and go out running. And then if you feel crap, you turn around, you go home. If you feel okay, maybe you keep going again. But that's the first rule. And the reason for this is because if you're going to be ill for 3, 4, 5 days, you can't miss 3, 4, 5 days of running. If you're training for something, you'll detrain so much, then you've got to train back to that point again that you just can't do it. You don't have to do the workout that you'd planned, you don't have to go hard, but at least by turning up, even if you have an easy run, or maybe you feel a bit better, then you have a reasonable run, you're at least maintaining your fitness and you're not losing it. But right now I don't need to run, I'm not training for anything, I'm just running because I like running, and I'm still going running. I've been running for so long that I've got plenty of experience with this, so it's a personal thing. These are my anecdotes. Anecdotes do not equal evidence, right? But for one, you can hear my voice has got a bit better already. So I know that now I'm out, I don't feel too bad. I would have rather stayed in bed, but go for a run makes me feel better. And the running seems to dislodge all the mucus. You get a good hacking cough going, right? And you clear out some of that mucousy crap on your larynx that's been collecting where you've been let down all night. The main reason I'm talking about this is because this is a very common question I get asked at this time of year, or more so in spring, when people are still catching colds and they're training for an event. The bigger question is that if I run when I've got a cold or an infection in my upper respiratory tract of some sort, will it delay my recovery? Well, see, in my experience, these things tend to last, what, 3, 4, 5 days? And if I run when I've got one, it doesn't seem to make it worse. It doesn't seem to make my recovery any longer. I seem to recover just fine, but maybe that's just me. I've just got a good immune system. Being a runner, you tend to eat a lot of good food, which helps your immune system, right? So, tentatively, no, it doesn't affect me, but it might affect you differently. That's new. What's that all about? I mean, that's what footpaths are anyway, right? So my control group for how long I recover from being ill is of course the rest of my family, because we tend to get the same bug, and I don't do any worse off in terms of recovery time than those guys. In fact, Kim tends to take a bit longer to recover than me. You notice the belly's coming back. That's a winter thing. Every winter, a bit of a belly. Start eating chocolate biscuits again, put on a bit of weight, bit of insulation. So Annabelle's going to Cubs for the last time. She's got Cubs on Tuesday, skates on Thursday. She's moving up to skates. This is your, what's it called? You get invested into skates, or do you get like...
Crossing the line.
How do you feel about your last night at Cubs?
Happy.
Yeah? Because you look forward to skates, but skates is cool.
Yeah.
Skates
I
is
don't
cool,
have
get
to
to do
put
cool
up
stuff
with
with
annoying
skates.
people.
Well, there's no annoying people at skates.
No.
And we're very late, which is unusual for us. Right. Well, that's it then. You've left Cubs.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Good.
Not a Cub.
Yes.
And then Thursday, getting invested into Scouts.
Yes.
With big boys and girls. Get your shirt on.
Yeah.
That was nice,
Annoying
wasn't it?
boy.
Your hair. There you go, I've dropped her off at Scouts. So both her and Jack have done Beavers and Cubs, and later this evening Scouts. She's very excited.
which is nice. I wasn't sure if she was going to get into it, but she's been to a few scout sessions and she's really enjoyed it. So she's getting really excited about getting invested. There's a sign of getting older, isn't it? Going from Cubs to Scouts, it'll be secondary school next year. She's a Scout!
Yes.
Proper Scouts.
Yes.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Did you feel good being a Scout?
Yeah.
Paul made you do lots of push-ups.
No.
Oh. Phillips Hugh. So that's the link between last week's video and this week's video. I was talking last week about skills, mountain biking, rock climbing, stuff like that, you know. Oh, yeah, that's what Anyway, it was Scouts that got me started. I did Cubs and Scouts when I was little, and Scouts got me outdoors, taught me how to camp, taught me how to navigate, gave me all those skills that got me out in the outdoors. And that was it really, because then you realise you can find your way around.
And you can start fires and keep yourself.
And you can navigate and look after yourself and survive and keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
And then everything's grown from there. You know, the rock climbing, the mountaineering, the exploring, everything has come from Scouts.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm so enthusiastic about it. And the Scout leaders who look after this lot, and Kim is a beaver leader, she's part of it. They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. She's got an indoor camp coming up. And a midnight walk, isn't it? Midnight hike, that's what she's looking forward to, that's coming up soon. And I can also see how much the Scout leaders get out of it. Oh, cake. Because you see these young ladies and boys when they're like entering the teens, and then you see the patrol leaders and what have you, the older boys, and they've gone through that big maturing stage, and people like Paul and the guys have nurtured them through that, and they've become like bigger boys. Alright, see you later then. Bye. Nothing. So that's Annabelle dropped off a horse riding. And I'm off to the beach to do a bit of bouldering. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's a beautiful sunny weekend, so all the rocks will have been drying out. The tide is low this morning, so I'm not going to be able to boulder this afternoon. But it's not a very big tide today, which means I've got to scramble to get to the boulder. It's going to be up in there. Kim's away this weekend, so it's just me and the kids, and I asked Jack if he wanted to come to the beach. He hasn't been feeling too well, and he said no. Annabelle's horse riding this morning, so it's just me on me lonesome. So the idea is to do some of the usual stuff and get by the sea, but nothing too dangerous, so I'm not gonna, no risk of me hurting myself, hopefully. Well, maybe I should have put big boots on. The sea's looking pretty amazing this morning, but I mean, to be honest, when doesn't the sea look amazing, right? Look at this. See what I mean about it? Right, so the sea's actually washed the rocks up today, making the floor higher, so it's easier to reach the lower holds. Shame Kim's not here. She'd find it a lot easier today. tell you, it feels so good after a couple of wet weeks to be touching rock and pulling on rock. So we're now into the weekend, and you can see that my sore throat is gone. My voice is back to normal. I feel alright. I feel like, you know, middle-aged and normal. But the running didn't affect my rate of recovery. Just a few days and then I was alright. I was using my voice a lot this week, teaching and stuff, teaching large groups, projecting my voice. It was all fine. Wasn't lifting so well in the gym this week. Not feeling too strong today. I don't know if that's because I was a bit ill, whether it's putting on a few too many pounds. Oh, getting a good sweat on. Bouldering's a bit like mountain biking. You know, you again, you don't realise how good a workout it is until afterwards and everything hurts. And you realise that, oh, I was making quite a bit of effort, because at the time you're just concentrating on doing a thing. Funnily enough, Annabelle was sat there watching YouTube for most of yesterday. It's terrible. But she was watching the surfing and she thought, oh, she said to me, surfing, that looks quite good fun actually, maybe we should do that. So that might be it. Right, I better get a shift on. I could do with a cup of coffee now. Right, woo. See you guys next week. The Wilder, good place, isn't it? At least I thought my day was over. Turns out it's not, because Annabelle wants to go bodyboarding, which seems like a really bad idea in November. See, this is what happens when Kim goes away for a weekend. She'll talk us out of doing stuff like this. Oh, there's waves. That looks like fun. Oh, crap.
Save me.
Oh,
No.
it's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's cold. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. That was awesome. Let's do that again. Alright, yeah, a little bit cold now. Sea temperature is about 12.5 degrees Celsius. Air temperature is about 11 degrees, 10 degrees. Are we done now?
Yes. I'm very
Look at
cold.
that though.
Oh my god. That was fun though.
Amazing. That's a really good idea, thank you. Annabelle said stupid is fun.
Fun. And then
Oh, life lesson.
get to the things you want.
Right, see you guys next week. We're definitely going there.